All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Game Turtles podcast. I am your host Six for this week, and with me are my co-hosts Blade and Morb.
Hello.
What's
Hello.
going on?
So let's just get a few things out of the way first before we get into our topics for this week, which we do have quite a lot. I think we have like 20
Yep,
things.
quite a bit.
We are
Quite a
still
bit.
working on getting a logo. So until then, I'll just have Halo open in the background because I think we should have something at least, so it's not just a black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for now, it's just gonna be Halo. I just got the haunted helmet that they added from Reach in their new update.
They brought
Hmm.
that back?
Yeah, for 1,800 coins or whatever their in-game currency is.
Jeez.
I already had 900. I just needed 1,000 more. It was
An
worth it.
extra $10.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
If you got it, then buy it.
It's also for 75,000 Spartan points, which you earn after every match, and I only had 2,000. Either way, I
Hmm.
have it. It's on, and you can see it right there.
Woohoo.
Woo.
um. So yeah, we're still working on our logo, and once we have that, we'll have a background. Um. We are also working on getting this onto Spotify, I believe,
Yep.
and you've made no progress on that, have you?
I've been looking into it. It's going well so far. I just have to check out the subscription prices for C RCS's feed, right?
RSS, yeah.
RSS.
I believe so.
But other than that, once I look into that, we could probably be able to set up something.
Yeah, sounds good enough to me.
Yep.
Yep.
Um, I've looked into equipment, so like new mics, so we're not sounding like absolute dog shit.
I
uh, my research on that
mean,
has, yeah,
Blade was supposed to get our equipment, but you know, he just never did.
no.
Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't sell enough cookies door to door.
So my research on that is going well. Uh, don't expect anything in the next few weeks. Maybe like a month or two from now.
Yep,
Uh,
just bear with us and we'll soon gain traction.
I yeah, it's gonna be a while because I found out my how much that speeding ticket I got was. It's gonna
Oh,
be $286.
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
our
Yeah,
corporate cops.
it was DPS. It was
Ah,
arguably
Remember, folks.
worse.
Remember, folks. No speeding.
remember,
um,
folks, we're gonna speed regardless.
we do have an Instagram account now. Nothing's been posted. It should be at Game Turtles Podcast. Let me double check on that real quick.
I could check for you.
It's at Game Turtles Pod actually. So we
Thanks
have
for the
that
pop.
going now. Yeah. Remind me after we're done recording this to send you the login for that.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll let you know.
So we got that up.
Or
Nothing's posted yet. Follow it if you'd like. We'll be posting updates and stuff there at some point.
yep,
We're posting clips from our episodes here and there.
Yeah.
yep.
And this next thing we have to talk about here is we've discussed it, and we're gonna do rotating hosts every 2 weeks, which is why I'm this week's host. So, and after next week's episode, it's gonna be you, Morb.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, this is how you had to find out.
yeah, I know.
I'll put it in your contract.
It's
And
fine. Blade's paid.
yeah, after you, it goes back to him. And
Yep.
Yep.
Back.
I figure we'll do
Try to.
this until we either get bored of it or we find out it's not really working.
Or
So,
we may do Joe Rogan style, and then we just show up at a random place and we just record.
Yeah.
it's all just a learning experience.
And
It's like riding a bike.
yeah, I didn't want to hit record because you know, I have a speech impediment.
It's okay.
And the last thing on our administrative agenda here is don't forget to subscribe and like this episode, share it with your friends and family. Force them to listen to it. Actually, that'll help a lot.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We love your support. Keep on going.
If you work
Keep
at
it
an
going.
elementary school, just go on the intercom, play this episode.
Yes. Would you kindly subscribe to us?
Just tell whoever about it. Yeah, every bit helps. Blade gain his
Yep.
confidence to be host.
Definitely. If we wouldn't get copyright struck, I'd play In the Arms of an Angel.
All right, and now that that's all out of the way, I can stop reading from this script. I can move this out of the way.
What are you talking about? We don't script our content.
I know. I just scroll and I find what to talk about. Which brings me to our first topic of the day. Um, some people may know about this, some may not. SAG is holding a strike against the some game publishers for I believe it was use of AI. The
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not covered against AI protections in their current contract.
Yeah,
And
I was reading about that.
some of the game studios involved are Activision, EA, Epic, Insomniac Games, and Take Two. It started
Hmm.
on July 26th at 12:01 a.m., which is that was like a few days ago, actually.
Is it still ongoing?
Yes, it's still ongoing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it started It's Friday, San Diego Comic Con weekend. Kind
Ooh.
Ah,
of.
at the same time when Doctor Doom was revealed.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Why not? I mean, what's your opinion on it? That's all I'm asking.
I don't like it.
I don't.
You don't like it?
I really don't see the
Hmm.
problem.
Yeah, I don't either.
Doctor Doom. He's a symbol to us all
Yeah.
of what I
I mean, as
aspire to
long as they
be.
make an MF Doom reference, as long as they do an MF Doom reference, I'll be happy.
One
All right.
beer.
Yeah, one beer. Only one beer left.
I did see that the companies are willing to continue negotiations uh, if the SAG members want to come back to the table.
Ooh.
And on that same note, there are some things currently in production that are what's the word I'm looking for here? Exempt. Exempt from the strike, so union members can still work on those projects. They have to be any title in development before September 2023 is exempt from the strike. So anything new going forward is they cannot work on it. So GTA 6 is unaffected.
Oh
Hmm.
boy. That surprises me.
How so?
Yeah.
I don't know, just surprised.
Fair.
I was figuring, it would probably get affected by the strike.
I thought so too. Especially whenever I saw Take Two, because they own Rockstar.
Yeah.
I was like, well, there goes
Mhm.
GTA 6. I mean, it's already gotten delayed, I think, until 25, 26.
Oh boy.
I'm not
Those,
sure on that. I didn't really look into that.
uh,
I believe it was 2025.
Ah,
mm,
but yeah,
But don't quote me on that.
no. But SAG does want improved protections over the use of AI for
Yeah,
I believe mocap actors are included in that, not just voice actors.
yeah. I really hope they get it, cause some form of protections, because geez, the amount of AI being used for like voice acting, gee,
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
taken so many. It's really taken jobs of the people who really put their heart into their performances.
yeah, that is for sure.
And something we're going to talk about later is one of those companies is already selling AI generated art.
I wonder who.
You'll find out in a bit here. For now,
I
I don't think there's much else we could talk about on this SAG strike deal. So
Yeah, just really that.
Mm,
Hopefully they get their protections and
a deal has to
yeah,
come soon.
yeah. I guess it's a developing story, so we'll report what's said down the line.
True. And with that being said, I'm gonna pass the mic on to you, Blade.
On the topic of San Diego Comic Con, Warner Bros. Debuted their new Mortal Kombat 1 story DLC plus new fighters. The story DLC called Chaos Reigns is set to release September 24th, which will be $49.99 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, while on Switch it'll be $39.99.
So,
A brief synopsis shown, I guess, on their websites, just Havoc from an alternate realm arrives with the sole intention of causing chaos within the other realm, so it's up to Liu Kang and everyone else to stop it, which is. Don't y'all just love multiverse stuff?
I haven't really liked Mortal Kombat since X, honestly.
Yeah, but the six new fighters, though, three of which are returning, while the other three being guest characters, though, really surprised me. From the returning fighters are Noob Saibot, who will be voiced by Kaiji Tang, Cyrax, voiced by Anuka Okuma, and Sector, who will be voiced by Erika Ishii, which really surprised me to see three of them back.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Noob hasn't been in a game in quite a while.
I, I think he was in the past installment of Mortal Kombat. I
yes, he
believe.
was. He was in 11.
Hmm. Okay.
This was just a new design that apparently people don't like.
Eh, from what it doesn't look too bad. It's better than his
Yeah.
Injustice 2 look,
Hmm.
but however, the returning fighters will all have a unique backstory that's been tailored to fit within this new reimagined universe. So I guess I'm pretty excited to see their backstories. What really excited me though was the guest characters they're bringing. One of them being first one being Ghostface from the Scream franchise. And get this, he's going to be voiced by the original actor who voiced him within all the movies, Roger L. Jackson.
That's
Along
pretty
with,
big. Not gonna lie.
yeah, it really surprised me. I'm glad they actually got the original voice for Ghostface. The next guest being T-1000 from Terminator 2, voiced by Robert Patrick, and his likeness, of course, being from the movie, which was also very surprising.
Honestly,
The
that
last
is.
one The last one, however, is going to be Conan the Barbarian. Though no one knows if he's going to be voiced by Arnold or not, but it is Arnold's likeness. So it's a coin toss at this point if he'll be him or a impersonator, but we shall see. But within all that, there's going to be a free update to those who own Mortal Kombat 1, which will bring back Animalities, which was originally introduced in Mortal Kombat 3. The trailer shows like Melina turning into a praying mantis. There's a hippo, a wolf. It's all sorts of cool stuff. What are y'all's thoughts on this?
Oh, I really like how they're like you said, using Robert Patrick and uh God, I forgot his name already. You just said it. The original voice
Uh,
actor for Ghostface.
Roger L. Jackson.
Ah, I really like that because you don't see that very often in some games. Like I don't think they use the same voice actor for Ghostface in Dead by Daylight when they added him.
Hmm.
I wouldn't know. I don't play Dead by Daylight, but if I remember, they didn't get the original voice actor.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm not so sure either. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this story DLC cuts out. So,
Yeah.
but that's all I have to say. I'm passing it on to Morb.
Alrighty then. All right. This news came out. Of course, like it already ended, but for those who don't remember the first one for the Xbox 360, the marketplace, it's shut down already. So sorry to y'all. I didn't get it by the 29th, but it's gone. All right, it's gone. We're already in the 31st. It's done. No more. And you know, it's gone. You no longer get it. Can get it. You need to buy all your stuff physically. And since it's gone, yeah, you can't buy anything digitally right now.
Really?
Which is why we keep saying, keep physical media alive.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we keep touching on. I I just saw something earlier. I kind of pissed that I didn't pull it up, but I saw that someone tried to use a Halo Reach code that they saved for the 360 marketplace. Someone tried to redeem it like the day after it got shut down. I want to know how that worked
Dang.
for him. And
I I wonder too. I probably didn't go through, unfortunately, but one can dream it did.
no. I did see a video of a guy. He downloaded the demo of a game and he meant to buy the whole game. So he did go and try to buy it because it still gives you like through certain menus you could still get to buy this now. And it brought him to the store page. It brought it up, and then it just hit him with an error code like you can't buy this.
Damn.
Uh,
And
that is
yeah. Good news is if you do uninstall something, you can reinstall it if you own it.
that's
Yep.
good. It's really
But
good.
it's honestly sad to see the Xbox 360 store getting shut down. It's end of an era right there, actually.
They also updated the dashboard after it got shut down. They removed everything to do with the marketplace, so you only have like 3 tabs now.
Oh,
Man.
Which it makes the 360 look kind of it makes it look lifeless.
Yeah.
life.
Dang. End of
Like
an
what you
era.
said. End of the era. Yeah, end of
Yeah.
the era.
You can
I
still
remember
play
the
online, just,
yeah.
no buying new things.
I definitely remember those times when I had a 360 of looking on the marketplace for like stuff for my avatar. Those were the days.
That is something they need to bring back. Is avatars and avatar games. You can still customize your avatar, but like there's really no way to show your avatar off like there was in the
Yeah.
360.
Mm.
Castle Miner Z will forever be the best one.
You can actually play Castle Miner Z on Steam.
See, if you had a
That's even
PC, you
better.
would know about that. See, we
If I
keep
had
telling you, you
space,
need to get.
if I had space in my home, I would.
That's excuses.
Just tear
Have,
down. Just get rid of your bed. You don't need to sleep anyways.
yeah, exactly.
I totally want to sleep in my recliner.
You're on call 24/7 now. I'm putting it in your
Yay!
contract.
Yay!
Alrighty, so this was much else to talk about the marketplace. I'll pass it on to you, Blade.
6.
All right. I'll take that. I'll take that L.
I so used to you being the host, Blade.
Right?
Well, yeah,
Uh,
but this rotation, it seems good.
Until we get bored of it.
Variety is the spice of life.
Is it? Is it?
Yes,
is it really though?
indeed.
All right. So, like I said at the end of my last tangent about AI use, SAG and they're striking against AI. Activision Blizzard is already selling things in their marketplace for like Modern Warfare 3 and other games that they have that are solely made with AI, which it's an AI generated skin that you can buy in the Yokai Wraith bundle. That's the only one that I'm seeing reported here, but it's kind of it's kind of opening the floodgates for entirely like AI games or like AI sold content, which a lot of people
Yeah,
have been against for years.
yeah. AI is definitely becoming pretty rampant in the gaming industry.
Which is
You know,
why SAG is striking.
yeah. Like I usually when I'm just scrolling through the PlayStation store, I could count like on my whole hand how many AI generated games I could see on there. Like Supermarket Simulator with like a
Hey, that game is fun.
Pixar with a Pixar
Yeah.
studio looking cover. I can't name any more, but there's definitely a few AI generated games on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully they crack down on it soon eventually.
And a according to an anonymous source sent to I believe Wired, a lot of 2D artists were laid off from some of Microsoft's studios. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. And some of the remaining concept artists were then forced to use AI to aid their work. So,
Really?
that's what I'm reading here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, more AI news. It's gonna
Yippee!
be
Yeah.
a bigger problem in the coming years than it already is now. If
Yeah.
yeah, there's no protections in place like they're trying to get. And
Kind of reminds me of when video game companies were putting NFTs in games. Now it
Oh,
seems
that.
like AI is sort of taking up that mantle.
I mean, really, what's the difference now?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And with the end of that, Blade, you take over.
In somewhat hopeful news and better news actually, in the past weeks, many Subnautica players have found time capsules that have been sprawled throughout the game that you could usually find in plain sight. While it is fairly normal to find these time capsules, which are usually left by other players as well as some of the Subnautica dev team, the contents of which these capsules have range from messages along with, I guess, art screenshots from the game. However, lately, some of the screenshots have pretty much not matched the game. And
Hmm.
some of them thinking it's teasing Subnautica 2. I, you could find, if you go to the Subnautica Reddit, you could probably find, some of the stuff these people have found. While not much has
Hmm.
been confirmed so far about a sequel, it has been acknowledged by one of the devs, Scott Abraxas McDonald, who's an animator as well as a former QA tester, which has pretty much sent fans into an excitement because it pretty much it's hints that there's probably an announcement down the line that we'll see a second game being announced, whether it be at Game Awards or who knows, next game event. I guess whenever they're ready. I for one, I'm pretty excited for a Subnautica 2. I
Hmm.
absolutely love the first one.
I never got a chance to play the first one. I do own it on Steam, but whenever I get a computer able to run it, it just didn't really interest me that much anymore. I did watch you've seen Neebs Gaming, right?
I heard of it. I've
They
never
made
seen.
Battlefield Friends back in the day.
Ooh,
Uh, I did watch them play it, or Absro play it, and it's a really fun game. Even just to sit back and watch someone else play, it's a really fun game. And there's been rumors of part two coming along for quite a while, so hopefully they do deliver on that.
yeah. I guess we'll see down the line. What? Who knows when it'll be announced? Either at one of the big game conventions or not.
Hmm.
Either way, excitement's in the air.
Yeah, because I thought, what is it? I thought Below Zero was the sequel, but it was a standalone. I never knew that.
Yeah, I don't think Below Zero did as well
I thought that
because
was a
I guess a lot of
Yeah.
DLC.
people. I think a lot of people didn't like how it didn't. It felt a little more linear compared to the free reign the first game gave you.
Hmm.
But hopefully, you know, they return to formula for Subnautica 2 when it gets announced, because that would be amazing. But that pretty much what I had to report on. I'm going to be passing on the mic to Morb.
So, for the Olympics, when they did the start of it for carrying the torch, just a small little gaming reference, they chose an Assassin's Creed character from Paris, the Assassin's Creed Unity game. One of the characters from there, they're from Paris. Either way, they carried the torch to do for the Olympics, And I, for one, I'm glad they're doing this stuff, including gaming stuff and all that.
Yeah,
You know, uh,
I believe last episode we talked about how video games would be included in the Olympics, right? I believe.
yeah.
Starting next Olympics, 4 years from now, I
So
think.
it's nice to see that they're slowly working towards it. Sooner or later, we'll have Master Chief carrying the torch.
That's Master Cheeks to you, sir.
Be a possibility. We could get a freaking, what is it, a VTuber at a baseball game. Anything's possible.
Yeah, that was the real insane story of the summer.
Yeah,
Oh, the VTuber at the baseball
I
game?
think it was at the Dodgers game.
yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
the
The Dodgers.
Dodgers.
That was
Go
so crazy when I
Astros.
saw that.
The VTuber was singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Yeah, you expect that in Japan, not here.
Yeah,
It's
This is so
very.
weird.
It's like a fever
But
dream.
yeah, but
Like
anyway,
waking up at 3 a.m.
I wake up at 2:40 a.m. every day.
Well, I was mostly gonna say it's like waking up at 3 a.m. and seeing the George Lopez show on.
you got you gotta randomly wake up at 3 a.m. and you hear his music and you start watching. But ironically, I have seen that show already like 3 times already. I
I
have
need to watch
rewatched
it.
it 3 times already. You should. It's
I shall. Beats my South Park rewatch session that I've had for a month.
I think you can watch it on
mm,
Peacock.
yeah, you get
I will definitely look into that.
I've been
good.
watching Gravity Falls for the first time. I'm almost done with it.
Oh, that's good. It's a good show.
It is pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Never seen it.
My crypto suckers.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, I thought it was on not Disney Plus.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
basically everything on
Oh,
Hulu's on
they're
Disney
both the
Plus.
same.
Yeah,
They're Disney owns Hulu. Hulu. So
and then they
oh
equally.
integrated
no!
all of Hulu into Disney Plus. You should just get rid of one of the apps at
Yeah,
this
you can
point.
even watch Hulu shows on Disney Plus.
So that's why I could watch It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, Mac is a Disney princess. Um, that's all you had, right, Morb?
Yeah,
Okay.
I pass it on to you.
Uh,
6.
all right. Um, this came out a while ago, I think. Oh, actually, July 29th. This was posted. Overwatch 2 is gonna. I think they're yeah exploring going back to 6v6 instead of 5v5,
Huh.
which I think was a gripe a lot of people had with Overwatch 2 whenever it first came out, or whenever they basically just updated Overwatch to add a 2 to it, because that's really what they did. It's basically the same game.
The Krusty Krab too.
I I have a lot of problems with Overwatch, and I'm not gonna get into it. But they that yeah, they're gonna try 6v6 again in some game modes,
Hmm.
I believe, not all. So
Be
What's your
exciting to see
opinion
where it
on
goes.
what's your opinion on Marvel Rivals?
I saw something about it, and I was thinking about talking about it, but
Hmm.
I didn't really do much research into it, other than the fact that a lot of people do seem to like it in the beta that they just had.
Yeah, I've been seeing it on Instagram how more players are playing it rather than Overwatch.
Yeah, it's and they're doing third person in that game too, which is a big difference from most hero shooters like Overwatch and Smite.
Uh, uh,
I don't know. Is Smite third person? I didn't play that game
it
that
is.
much. Okay. It's a big
It is.
difference than Overwatch then, and possibly Paladins, because Paladins is basically a I was about to say a
Yeah,
Roblox clone, an Overwatch clone.
I think it's both
Yeah.
first person and first person.
Anything made in Roblox is a clone of everything.
It's a copy of everything. A copy of a copy.
Yeah.
And it's just a copy of Overwatch, but for free.
Overwatch is free.
Well, yeah, but this was before 2 came out, when
Yeah.
you had to pay for Overwatch.
Yeah, I can't believe I spent $20 on a free-to-play game now.
Yeah.
You know, they should have at
Well,
least
yeah.
given anyone who spent money on it either a refund or like an exclusive hero. You know,
Mm.
say fuck all of you free-to-play players. I don't know. I have a lot of problems with Overwatch, and with that, I'm passing it on to Blade
Oh
before I have
boy.
an aneurysm.
Now this bit of news that I've been hearing, it's pretty damn exciting. The Deadpool video game, which was originally produced by Activision and High Moon Studios, which released in 2013 to the PS3 and Xbox 360, and eventually to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in 2015, it experienced a hike in its price after Deadpool and Wolverine's box office success. And as per the price charting website, Deadpool for the PS3 is $21.99 at its lowest price and $41.30 at its high price. Deadpool for the PS4 is $87.02 at its low price, and get this, $149.99 at its highest price. While Deadpool for the Xbox 360 is at $18.48 at its lowest price, $39.58 at its high price, and Xbox One $49.98 low price, $77 even at its high price. And while Deadpool's currently delisted digitally on all platforms, and and it's one of those games that's pretty considered rare to get a hold of a physical copy, because if you tried buying one off of eBay, you'll see sellers selling it for a cool $2,000. So if you own a copy of Deadpool, anyone who's listening, hold on to it, because you could be sitting on a pretty hefty payday. Or don't sell it, because physical is always better.
Like we keep saying. And I
Yep.
just re-downloaded it today, actually, to see if I could still play it, and I can.
That's
Hmm.
better.
But
I'll forever kick myself in the ass because I owned it for the PlayStation 4, but I sold it.
Uh,
So it's like the equivalent of having a winning lottery ticket, then leaving it in your pants when you wash your clothes.
hmm.
and you know, you were talking about prices, like, because it's kind of a rare thing to find physical. That's
Yeah.
sort of the same with the Futurama video game from the PS2 era.
Oh, I believe I own that.
Yeah, I bought it a few years ago. I think you were there with me whenever I bought it. For
Oh yeah, I remember.
I still have the price tag on it, I think. Cuz you know, you could find this thing on eBay for like $400 cuz it's considered a cult classic with terrible controls, and it's also considered its own episode. I bought it for $200.
Oh,
Damn. Sellers are very.
wow.
The amount of sellers I've seen that sold a few rare old games. Damn, $2,000.
Yeah.
But speaking of Deadpool, I would like to segue into a brief little movie review that we of Deadpool and Wolverine, since we since the three of us watched it.
Yes, we did. We loved it. Are we gonna do a spoiler warning? Are we gonna talk about it?
We'll omit some spoilers if people listening have not seen it yet.
I'll probably throw timestamps in the description.
Yeah, time. Yeah, time's now.
But
You have been warned.
you have been warned, people.
Yeah, visit the description. It's
But yeah, what were y'all's thoughts on the movie?
you know my thoughts. It was a really good movie.
It really was.
A lot of
And
payoffs that people have been waiting for like 20 years.
yeah, especially when Johnny shows up. Man, that was crazy. I never saw that.
Everyone thinking it was Captain
I didn't.
America.
Yeah,
I
I
even
thought so
thought it was
too.
him.
I did not expect him to show up at all.
When he said "flame on," like everyone in my theater screamed.
Yeah, same here.
And,
I think some people screamed when we went.
yeah, some people did. And then Channing Tatum as Gambit. The whole my
Oh,
first time seeing it, everyone in the theater was cheering.
yeah.
That's a
It's
role that
got
he's wanted for so long, and he's basically in the same
Gambit.
boat as Ryan. Whenever
I believe the Gambit movie has been stuck in some pretty. It's pretty much been stuck in development hell.
it was canceled, I'm pretty sure after the Disney Fox merger.
Damn. You hear us, Disney? Reinstate. Bring it back.
They're willing to bring back Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. I'm pretty sure they will.
I don't
But
know if you heard whenever we watched it, Blade. The dude sitting next to me on my left, he said, "Oh, he's so perfect." Whenever he saw Channing fighting at that second to last fight.
I tell you, the cameo that really got me excited was fucking Wesley Snipes.
Oh God.
That that was peak perfection.
Especially after the very public beef that him and Ryan had when filming Blame Trinity.
It's nice to see they squashed that beef, especially for a cameo.
It
Sad there
was
was no Magneto.
it was just all around, a film for the fans. And a lot of
Yeah,
people don't
Yeah,
like they don't understand that a lot of this stuff had already been set up in the Fox universe.
yeah.
And a lot of
It,
these quote unquote just fan service for fan service, like this was all things people have wanted for years, and some of these even some of these actors have wanted for years. So seeing the
it,
big payoff is just chef's kiss.
it's pretty much
yeah,
a love letter to the Fox movies. You know, Elektra, Blade, Gambit, even Johnny Storm. It's nice to see him back. I would have loved to see Daredevil come back, the Ben Affleck one, but unfortunately,
You can
that
thank
would
the
not
divorce
happen.
for that.
Thank you, Ben. You had to go back to Jennifer Lopez. You could have stayed with Jennifer Gardner.
And
but the real question is why was Thor crying?
Why
We
was he
still never got an
crying?
explanation for that.
yeah,
We still don't know.
But
he saved Throg.
overall, if Deadpool and Wolverine's a very good movie, definitely one that all three of us would highly recommend to watch.
It's easily a 10 out of 10.
We,
10 out of
we
10 for
can't
sure.
promise. You get a song stuck in your head. You will.
You'll have
It'll be
two
in your head
songs
for a
stuck
week.
in your head.
Madonna and
Yeah.
Bye Bye Bye.
I have not gotten Bye 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 out of my head, even though I've listened to it like 5 times today. But now that concludes our little brief movie review, I would like to pass the mic on to Morb.
Alright. So I know you guys have probably heard EA, their game Apex, that they talk about their battle pass and adding more stuff. But But once the gaming company listens, they apparently listen. They listen to the fans about the battle pass, and pretty much they have spoken and they have listened, and so they're changing the things about the battle pass. They're restoring like the normal currency for like the 950 Apex coins. I think that's their currency called.
Mhm.
Either
Something
way,
like that, yeah.
yeah, pretty much they're just changing it so that way it just be a simple battle pass. You don't need to make multiple battle passes. You just need one. Like look at Fortnite, they have a bunch. There's just no point. Just keep just one. Literally, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. They're still putting, of course, new stuff into the battle pass and whatnot, but pretty much they're just listening to the fans. Pretty much just let it be, Swamp Battle Pass. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see them walk back the what they did.
And
Yeah.
Definitely gives hope.
you know, whenever the news was first announced that they were making the changes, they dropped 72,632 negative reviews on the Steam page for Apex.
Ooh.
That's the current one that I'm reading from this article. But
Mm.
yeah, like Morb said, they did walk it back, so you can buy them with coins now.
Yep.
And I think they are
Should
keeping
stay that
some of the changes that they made in place, but that being the biggest thing that upset people.
way. Yeah.
Don't exactly quote me on that, but I did read somewhere that they kept some changes in place.
Yeah.
Ooh, what changes weren't kept?
Uh, I do not know. I don't have
Oof.
that
Uh,
specific thing pulled up right now.
apparently, new cash only ultimates, Ultimate Plus comes addition with rewards as well.
Hmm.
That's what it says. I don't play Apex, so I don't know what that means. So
I haven't played Apex in a few years now.
I only played Apex when it first came out, and that was it. I got one win on my first game on Apex, and then I stopped playing it.
Yeah, we play Fortnite around here.
We
Yeah,
like
Fortnite's
Fortnite.
better.
We like Fortnite.
You know what?
It's true
That's
though.
something that we should just have on in the background. All of us just sitting in the lobby of Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite,
Yeah,
just talking more emoting as well.
yeah. You know what? We'll put that in a suggestion
uh,
box. Do we have a suggestion box? Do we have the budget for a suggestion box?
No, but I could
Blade was
craft
supposed
one out of a
to that.
box.
Yeah, see, he's paying
Just drop your suggestions in
And
our this Kleenex box.
Okay.
yeah. Alright. And with that, I pass it on to Six.
Okay. Give me just one moment here. I believe last week we did talk about Bethesda unionizing,
Yes, I believe so.
and we have two new unionized things to talk about this week besides SAG. Just days after Bethesda unionized, World of Warcraft devs unionized under the CWA as well. More than 500 workers, and I believe that also extends to some of their international uh, groups as well. And
Hmm.
it's the first wall-to-wall union seen at Activision Blizzard and the largest of this kind at Microsoft at a Microsoft-owned studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On top of
Huh.
that, 60 QA uh, employees at the Blizzard Austin here, in Austin, Texas. 60
Yeah.
QA workers for Blizzard unionized as well, which amid the recent layoffs in the gaming industry, uh, this is all really good for them. So they don't really have to worry about losing their. I mean, they do have to worry about it, but there's protections in place with unions.
Yeah.
And with that World of Warcraft, with them joining the union, the CWA said more than 1,750 video game workers at Microsoft now have representation.
Wow.
That's
That's that's fantastic.
yeah. So hopefully more dev teams unionize for any company,
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, I assume if Bethesda did it and you said Bungie, correct?
No, Blizzard.
Blizzard. Oh,
Bungie
sorry.
did something else this week, today actually, that we'll talk about in a
Mixed my
bit.
words. But yeah, it's I'm sure since they're following in suit, many others will follow down the line and unionize. So
Hopefully, those at Bungie.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, you can always thank Sony for everything that goes wrong at Bungie, but Bungie was terrible even before that.
I'd like to think Sony helped them get on their feet a bit.
Yeah, I mean they do own them, just like I think they also own Insomniac.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the thing with Bungie we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but if everyone's withholding, I'm gonna pass it on to you, Blade.
Oh, well, this bit of news I have, it's a little depressing, but Tony Pankhurst, an English actor who was best known for being the face of the curator from the Pictures anthology games made by Supermassive, has passed away on May 9th. Supermassive Games revealed on in a tweet on X that Pankhurst had passed away. Then his family posted a tribute page. He was Pankhurst was the face of the curator, start starting from the first game, Man of Medan, in 2019, ending off in, I believe, The Devil in Me. And I forgot the year; it slipped my mind. But while he provided the face, Pip Torrens provided the voice. But you know, hearing that kind of depressed me a little because he brought the character to life, even though he was just a face. You know, it'll be quite different to see what Supermassive does if they'll keep his likeness in the season 2 of the Dark Pictures anthology, or if they'll change him out. But I'm hoping they keep his character going because you know, I'm sure he would have loved to continue to appear in the games. So here's hoping.
Couldn't be more well said. I personally don't know any games from
They're
yeah.
pretty well known for Until Dawn
Until Dawn.
and they're, I guess, one of their most recent ones, The Quarry, which wasn't that bad, but it's a little cheesy.
I'm not familiar with the studio entirely. Besides, Until Dawn.
They're pretty good.
You know.
I'd suggest them whenever if you ever need something spooky to play. But it is unfortunate to hear his passing, but you know, may he rest in peace, and I guess we'll see what they do down the line.
And we will report on it.
Yep. I would like to pass on the mic to Morb.
is currently muted. Not sure if he knows.
Well, Morbiz.
I'll I'll
I
I'll, I'll just go.
okay. It's up to you, Six.
Let me just get back over to my tab here. So, a lot of people may know this game from the Xbox Live Arcade back on the 360. I think it's also on PlayStation. Not sure, but Castle Crashers, it's getting a new DLC, 16 years after it first released, and this,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's gonna be the Painter Boss Paradise. It'll include new players, weapon artwork, and a new character, Paint Junior. It will
Ooh.
also add Steam Workshop functionality so players can create and share their own skins. And I believe you can also make your own Crasher. Not sure what the actual term for the characters in the game are.
We'll just call them Crushers.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing. Castle Crashers came from the studio Behemoth. They also made another game, Battle Block Theater,
Oh, I
which,
remember that.
yeah, I played the shit out of that game.
Good times.
It I think they're also updating a bunch of their other games, but Battle Block Theater and Castle Crashers are two of their biggest ones. It's getting a quality of life update with I think I'm not sure exactly what's in it. Let me see here. Boo. Hmm. Not seeing much. I'm not sure exactly what's in the update, but it's gonna be for Steam only. So they won't be
Oh,
making updates to the 360 version of the game for probably
this is why
obvious
we keep
reasons.
telling you. This is why we keep telling you. You need to get a PC.
But with this quality of life update, they are also putting plans in place for a modern release for modern consoles of Battle Block Theater. Kind of like what they did with Castle Crashers some years ago. They brought it to the Xbox One and I believe PS4 with updated graphics and movement. So we might see the same thing with Battle Block Theater, and they do have a roadmap, which you can find on either YouTube or their website. And that's all I have on that. I'll give it to Morb since he's back now.
Yes. So, THQ. I don't know if you guys know about THQ, but on August 2nd, actually, they're doing a showcase. Pretty much, what they show in a showcase, of course, is all the games that they're going to potentially do, and then, of course, release, games we're going to play. Do I know what games they're going to show? Um, I have no idea.
Just
No
tune in
idea what
August
they're going to
2nd.
show. Yeah, pretty much. Just tune in August 2nd just to see. Because
Yeah,
honestly, I
we'll,
have no idea.
we'll surely be tuning in as well, and we'll report.
Yeah,
You can count on Blade for that.
I pretty much, yeah, pretty much don't know. The last game I played from THQ was, what was it?
SpongeBob.
The recent new SpongeBob game. Yeah, the new SpongeBob. That's the last one I played.
I've seen you playing
Still
that
need to
quite a
finish that
lot.
though. Yeah, I still need to finish it though. The game's okay. It's not like top tier as like Battle for Bikini Bottom was, but it's okay.
Battle for
No,
Bikini Bottom will
just
always
dialogue.
be. It'll always be the goat.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still surprised though they never got a voice actor for Krabs to voice him in the remaster.
I'm
Oh yeah,
surprised
I'm
yeah,
too.
surprised it. Yeah, they never did. They just literally transferred all the dialogue from the old one to just the new one.
You know, the new version of it's the only one that I've 100% completed, which is such a shame
Yeah,
because I
same here.
do own the original for PS2.
I do as well.
I
I
think I
even,
have it well,
as a
just
kid,
packed
even,
away.
I had a cheat code just to get 10 specials on the PS2.
Oh god.
With that, Blade, I believe it's your turn. Or six.
Well, yeah. Least bit
Four is messed up.
of
Oh,
unsurprising news. Randy Pitchford of Gearbox has teased big news about Borderlands 4, which has me a little bit weary after how not so well received Borderlands 3 was. I'm sure we've all played Borderlands 3 or you know
Can't say that
sorry.
I did. You know, the only
Yeah,
Borderlands
what
game I finished was the pre-sequel.
only really?
Yes, honestly, it's the only one that I like. I've played Borderlands 1, I've played Borderlands 2. I'm like halfway through with Borderlands 2. And I've played a bit of Borderlands 3 and I do like the pre-sequel the most. I think it's just like the
Yeah,
characters and abilities that they have in it. Like the fact that you can be a claptrap unit.
it's one of those short but sweet games that are pretty decent. Yeah, Randy Pitchford's just been, teasing Borderlands 4. Many are still eagerly awaiting it, but there's still like that chance that the project could be a spin-off or probably something completely unexpected. But in the
mm,
meantime, we should all look forward for the Borderlands movie. If y'all hear the sound of my voice, I am not too excited.
It's got Jack Black. What else could you want?
yeah.
I will still die on the hill that Charlie Day would have been the better claptrap, not Jack Black.
I agree because every character that Charlie Day plays is like the whole trope with with all of his characters are they are abused.
Plus, high energy.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Six were at the movies. They showed a trailer for Borderlands,
Oh
and
yeah, they did for the
by golly,
Deadpool. Yeah,
it does not look any good.
yeah. I don't know nothing about Borderlands, so
And who do they got
Yeah,
in it?
I
I
Is that Charlize or is that Celine Dion?
who
I don't know who she's supposed to play.
uh Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Is that it?
Yeah, she's playing Lilith. Kevin Hart's Roland, I believe. I don't know his name, but I know he's a UFC fighter. I believe he plays Krieg, and Jamie Lee Curtis is of course Tannis and Jack Black Claptrap. Don't know the name of the actress, but I don't know what else she's been in. But I'll figure it out. But she plays Tiny Tina, of course. You know, this movie's not going to do good, but I'll give it a watch anyway,
mm.
because why not?
It's Jamie Lee. Also a bit of Kate Blanchett. I can't stand either of them.
Oh, why?
I can't really tell you why. I don't know why. I can't stand either of their acting
It's a
styles.
That's fair. But Yeah, but Borderlands 4 possibly in the pipeline. I guess to those who actually are excited for it, keep an ear out. But that ends my topic. I shall pass it back on to Six, I believe.
Our rotation did get messed up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will
Go
work.
back to the original.
We're almost done here. We're hitting the hour 5 minute mark.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well,
and we did start a bit late.
I guess.
Yeah, technical difficulties are a pain in the ass.
That's the story of this podcast.
Yeah.
Besides, don't sue us, and digital sucks.
Yeah. Sponsorships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop,
Uh,
stop Manscaped. Season one.
um. So you remember I told you we'll talk about Bungie later. Well, later is now. In a move made today, yeah, today, this morning actually, Bungie is going to lay off 220 employees, which represents 17% of the company, like the company's workforce. And
Wow.
some others will just be moved to PlayStation, other PlayStation studios, or to Sony itself. Yeah, uh, the CEO of Bungie, Pete Parsons, is working to integrate another 155 employees into other departments within Sony Interactive.
Really?
Yeah. And combined with
Huh?
the 100 people laid off in October last year, Bungie has lost roughly 40% of its total workforce in the last 12 months.
That's wow. And that's not good to hear.
Yeah. So, I do have my issues with Bungie. And I think a lot of people do. The way they handle
Yeah,
Destiny and the way they're just laying people off.
and fortunately, it seems like this year has been the year of layoffs and stuff.
Yeah. And
But
they are still working on Marathon.
Marathon.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's I think it's one of their original games that they're either remaking or making a sequel to. They made it in the 90s before they made Halo.
Uh,
Hmm.
It's just a sad thing to see. They weren't the
Yeah.
best
yeah.
even whenever they were partnered with Activision for Destiny 1 and the launch of Destiny 2.
Oh, I remember how Destiny 1 pretty much hit the ground face first when it first dropped.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all remember
Hmm.
Dinklebot.
That was the best part of Destiny 1. But
Hmm.
yeah, things haven't been going so well for Bungie. Yeah. Even before Sony acquired them, and even more so after. It's not really looking good for them. They've lost a
Yeah.
lot of goodwill with their fan base, I want to say.
Yeah, I believe it's Destiny 2 that's been really turning a lot of the fan base array, right?
Uh, Destiny 2 and what they've, with all these layoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah.
release DLCs for the price of a full game. Like, they're making money. There's really no reason to be laying off their workforce like this, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the price of some of their expansions. Like,
They're
jeez.
all $60 and
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Why? Oh my god. Why?
That's the reason
I'm
why
not
I
even
don't play Destiny anymore.
You're not even getting like a new game. You're just getting the same game, just with another
But
story added.
this new stuff, it's just another update.
It really is. Just more gun. They're just adding like a few guns, more shit to the shop, and a story with a new boss. Maybe a new raid.
A new. Do they still do
Wow.
vaults?
No. Wait, what?
I remember they used to do vaults. They used to do that for one, I think.
Vault of Glass. That was the name of their first raid.
Oh, I mixed them up. I thought that was they did vaults.
No, that's Borderlands.
No, mine is
Wow.
still on Borderlands, but wow.
I haven't
No, I
played.
was even surprised this morning.
Like the last time I fully played Destiny without doing raids was 2020 with the release of their I think it was Lightfall.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that was the name of it. But the last time with raids was back in like 2017, 2018. Whenever it was still just Callus.
Ooh.
Those were the days. Nothing like farming him repeatedly.
I know, me and my friend would always just like go the day before reset. We'd go and just get a checkpoint off of someone and get our own raid group together. Or we'd do it on reset. We'd do it hours before reset, and then we'd wait for a reset, and then we'd do it again with a new checkpoint. Uh, and you know, I'm willing to get back into Destiny. You just need a group of people to play with, though.
And
Yeah.
a nice
Yeah.
discount on their expansions.
Yeah,
People.
but
Especially a nice discount.
Who play Destiny is if a group of friends decide to play Destiny, I'll be like, all right, yeah, sure, I'll read down with it.
I think it's crossplay, isn't it?
I
I'm
believe so.
think
Don't
so.
quote me on it.
You know what?
God, that really sucks.
If we ever start making money, maybe we could
Yes,
play
oh,
Destiny.
it is crossplay.
You know, maybe if they ever release
Uh,
Destiny 3. You know, I don't. At this point, I don't even think they could even develop a new game. They're gonna keep laying off their
Never.
workforce.
Your Destiny 3 will just be a new expansion pack. It's like a Destiny 3 and it's just an expansion pack.
Yeah. And with that, I'm gonna pass our final topic off to Morb.
Alright. So earlier I talked about how, Xbox 360 Marketplace is shutting down. But a certain company on TikTok, or not on TikTok, Twitter, my bad, on Twitter decides to chime in on about the marketplace shutting down. GameStop. GameStop, out of all people, GameStop decided to chime in. Bet about the physical copies now. Everyone is getting mad at them. Well, mad at GameStop. It's just become a meme pretty recently, and it was an obvious point delivered by the it didn't even make sense, the messenger, the way they said it. Either way, you know, of course, they're just joking around, just saying he should have bought physical. He should stay with physical, as we keep telling. Keep going with physical media. Don't ever stop. And just literally just them just saying to buy physical. And some people are getting mad about them. Some people are just getting mad at the fact of what GameStop does and their trade-ins and whatnot, and how like their trade-ins are terrible. You give them a game, and they'll just be like, all right, you got $5, and the
Yeah,
game will be well worth like 20 or
I
40 on like Macari or something.
can definitely attest
You
to
know,
how many times, as much as I love GameStop, they have screwed me quite a bit.
yeah, yeah. or especially like back. I remember this like 3 when everyone was complaining about their
Yeah.
delayed. Would he?
Morb.
You're cutting out there, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just a little bit.
unfortunate. Oh well. Man,
Yeah,
you need to buy
GameStop
us new
just
equipment.
Yeah. Come on, Blade, give me the budget.
Yeah. What's our
I just gotta
budget,
sell
man?
a little bit more candy bars.
We are understaffed. We are understaffed. We are underpaid. Not even paying us.
That's the biggest tragedy. We're not
Come
getting
on, we
paid.
all know this is your podcast.
What?
It's your podcast, man. You pay us.
He said you need to pay us.
It's in the
Yeah,
pipeline.
you need to pay us. It's in the,
Would a complimentary pizza party help?
No. Actually, I'm kind of hungry, so yeah, maybe.
no, it will not.
You know, I might just order some Pizza Hut after this.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
GameStop making bad choices over here.
But maybe they shouldn't have, dunked too hard. But they do have a point about, it's good to stay physical.
It's just GameStop shouldn't be saying that
Yes.
message when everyone knows that they are
Yeah.
known for destroying physical copies of games they can't sell.
They just throw it in the trash.
They break the discs,
And
they
this is why
destroy the
dumpster diving is
cases.
a good thing to do.
Yeah.
They definitely don't want
Dumpster dive,
people
but only
dumpster
in
diving.
big cities, though. Only in big cities can you dumpster dive. You can't do dumpster diving here. Believe
Yeah.
me, I already tried.
We'll just go to
All I
Houston.
found, yeah, all I found were just planners and calendars, and I don't need them. So dumpster
Although,
dive only in big cities.
um, one of my friends did tell me this a few weeks ago. He's up in Washington. If you go up to GameStop, let me see if I could actually pull his quote here. Do-do-do. Huh. Can't find where he told me. You know what? He probably
Uh,
told me on Snapchat. But he went to GameStop up there and he asked them if they had a copy of like a really old game, like think maybe N64 or older, and they actually had a copy in the back.
really?
Yeah, it might be a
Oh
thing
wow!
only certain GameStops are doing. I'm not entirely sure on it, but if you go in and you ask them, or maybe even call ahead, they just might have an older copy in stock. It's not something that
Huh.
they're gonna put on the front shelves.
I'll keep that in
It's
mind.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's all GameStops or
Well, because
some,
I
or if it
remember,
was just that one GameStop.
I know the GameStop in the La Primera Mall. I know they have like a couple physical Wii games. Can't remember, but I remember just seeing them being like, "Oh, that's cool." So
Yeah, I've seen
who
them
knows what they
sell a
have?
few 360 games as well.
Keep
Yeah, as
Which,
physical
well.
which would,
alive.
yep, keep it
I'm
alive.
not gonna tell y'all again. We're gonna tell y'all next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Ha- Hashtag always physical.
And we're coming up on the hour 20 mark. Any closing remarks, fellas?
Already
Not
said it.
really.
Just
Nothing much, you know.
keep physical alive.
So yeah, I'll keep an eye out for the showcase.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Keep
in
keep your eyes to the screen.
2 days from the date of this posting.
Yeah.
I think Friday actually.
Yeah, in 2 days.
Well, yeah. I'll
Right.
definitely tune into it.
You tune in and I guess just report your findings.
Yep, I'll report what I see.
Oh, another thing that I forgot that we also discussed was supplemental content eventually.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You telling me about that?
Yeah. So maybe if something big happens in the middle of the week, we might just make a quick 5-10 minute episode about it instead of waiting till our regular recording days, which are Wednesdays again. Wednesday nights to be exact. So don't forget to tune in every Wednesday. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends, your family. Force them to listen to it. Uh,
Yep.
you know, just advertise wherever you can. I don't care if you're at your job or if you're at school. Just get on the intercom. Say, hey, check out this podcast on
Yep.
YouTube. Soon to be Spotify and others. We are working on that. We're working
Ooh,
on quite a lot.
Yep, a lot's going
yeah.
on behind the scenes, and it will all pay off eventually.
Yes. We'll be
That's
the #1 podcast on Spotify. We'll get rid of Joe Rogan.
And again, thank you for anyone who's been supporting us since day one, which was 2 weeks ago. Now 3 weeks ago. I'm
Yep.
not sure.
We've
Time.
lost track of time.
I lose track of time every day.
It do be like that.
But we will see you in a week. And don't forget to check out our new Instagram, which will probably be updated sometime tonight
Yeah.
at
We'll
Gabe
put
Turtles
the
Pod.
link in the description.
Yeah, we'll link that. And we'll put the spoiler. Oh, well, that's kind of stupid to add here at the end.
Well, it'll be in our description
Yeah,
Yeah.
our
as
timestamps
well
for the spoilers.
as on the title, just as a fair warning.
All right,
Yeah.
maybe. There will be timestamps. We talked about the
Maybe.
timestamps before we even talked about it.
Yep.
Anyone who didn't pay attention to the timestamps are, I don't know. We can't. We're not responsible.
Yes.
Yes. But
Uh, with that,
yeah.
goodbye and good night.
Goodbye, everyone. Hope y'all have a good
See ya.
night.